everybody, and welcome to my channel. My guest today is not a very usual guest that you would expect to see this channel. However, this is a person who really have inspired me, and she wrote a letter to us asking for sponsorship and wanting to air her story online so that people could hear her story and possibly they could support her. She is a winner or the best student in her region twice, first time in mathematics and second time in chemistry. She has such a journey, even though she has parents still living, and her journey is simply inspiring, and the journey of fighting, I would say, from primary school down to the high school. And now when she is ready to go to the university, she got an admission to study pharmacy at the Muhimbili University of Allied Sciences in Tanzania. She has only one challenge. She couldn't get a 100% scholarship. The government of Tanzania was grateful and offered her a scholarship for accommodation and meals. And now she is actually in a stress to figure out how she could pay her fees in order to be able to continue with her studies. The fee is altogether 1.6 million per year, Tanzanian shillings. This is about 700-800 United States dollars in conversion, a good conversion, I would say. And so far we have tried our best to fundraise this to the friends, relatives, and slowly the fundraising is coming up. But this is a 4-year program, so she will need this 1.6 every year. And it is for this reason we accepted to air her story. And if anyone is interested to support this student, no matter where you are, you can be in touch with us, but also you can be in touch with this student. We will leave the contacts of the students as well throughout this discussion, so that the student will get to a pharmacy degree. I would say that as a girl, she is really in a bad position if she won't be able to continue with her studies. That means she might be ending up to be married, and then after the marriage, then end up to be a stay-at-home mom because she doesn't have enough education to fulfill her dreams. But as a best student in mathematics and chemistry and qualified to study pharmacy into the university, I think it's our responsibility also to look into this. Of course, this is an optional, or it's not an obligation, but whoever feels like he or she can reach this girl and give her a hand, it will be well appreciated. So without further ado, I would like to welcome our guest. I will let her to introduce herself and let us know her story in a nutshell, so we can continue with the interview.
Okay. My name is Jacqueline Godfrey Maravano. I'm a Hehe in tribe. I currently live at Dar es Salaam, Tanzania. I'm 20 years old. I'm going to start with my life history. My parents separated before I was born, so I was living with my mother in Morogoro, Tanzania. And after that, when I was 6 years old, my father came and took me, and we started living in Dar es Salaam. I went to primary school at Makuburi Primary School, which is a government school. It's located at Tabata in Dar es Salaam. And after that, I got a sponsorship from Santana Marie Secondary School, which is at Mbezi in Dar es Salaam. I got the scholarship because the school administration came and proposed some of the students from the school, the primary school I was attending, to do the exam. So we did the exam. We were 215. They needed 10 students. So I was among the students who achieved to get the sponsorship. So I was sponsored there until I finished my Form 4 studies. and I passed, and I got division 1.9. I was selected to attend Tabora Girls Secondary School in 2019, and I graduated at May 2021. I got division 1.6, and actually in most of my life I've been struggling on my own because my parents, both of them have their families, they are married, and they just concentrating in what they do in their family. So I find myself just like alone, and I have to struggle for myself. For example, when I was in O level, I couldn't get most of my needs, though the school was paying for me the scholarship, the fees, but the normal needs. When you tell maybe I tell my dad that I need this, he's pushing the ball to my mother, and my mother is doing the same. So I remain having no help there. And after Form 4, I knew that it could be hard in advance, and I had an opportunity to change that. So I asked for a teaching position at my school, at the school I completed, and I was teaching primary level, the lower primary level, grade 2. So I taught like 5 months, and I got some money that made me go to advance. It paid my school fees, the school contributions, the bus fare, the pocket money, and everything. So it supported me almost all of my studies. And I sometimes got help from my uncle some few times, like the bus fare to come back from school to home, like that. And after I graduated from 6, I knew too it would be hard for me to get into the university if I don't have the entrance fee. So I asked for a teaching position too at Arusha in Longido. The school is called Sumangi Karet, and I got the position. I was teaching until yesterday. I came back in Dar es Salaam. I was teaching. I was able to earn some money which could enable me to pay the administrative fees or the entrance fees, and I was expecting that I could get a loan from the loan board, but I couldn't get the loan. I and many of my students in my country couldn't get the loan, so it has been hard to get registered in the university since they need at least a half of the school fees to start. So I couldn't even come and do registration because I knew even if I start registering myself in the small things, I couldn't afford to get the school fees. Yeah.
Oh, I see. Thanks a lot. This is very insightful already to hear, and congratulations for managing all this journey by yourself until now. And of course, I must congratulate anyone and thank anyone who has given you this opportunity to get you go through your studies until when you completed the high school. I'm interested to know, from when did you realize that your parents were not able to support you anymore?
Actually, when I got in O level, because in primary I was traveling from Kibamba to Tabata for school. The school was in Tabata and we were living in Kibamba, so I was just traveling, and it was fine because I was just being given the bus fare, and it was fine to me. But when I got into boarding school, and the moment I got into boarding school is when I knew that they couldn't work it out.
Yeah. So what motivates you really in that sense? In life, in studies, you have always tried your best to be the best.
First, the inspiration and I got from my teachers. Most of them knew the condition I was living with, so they tried to sit close with me and tell me that I can do it. And at first it was very hard because I was young, but then I knew that this is my life and it's not going to change. So even if I keep on crying each and every day, it's not going to help. So I had to to stand on my own. Whatever challenges I was facing, just put them apart. And because I knew education is the thing that God has given me here, He has blessed me. So I knew through education I can make it, and the things that my parents couldn't do for me, I can be able to do for my children in the future, and even help other people who are passing through the same challenges as I. Yes, I got some few awards. When I was in grade 7, I was among the 10 best students in Dar es Salaam region. I took number 7, and when I was in Form 4, actually in Form 2, I was among the best students in it was the mock exam. And when I was in Form 4, I became the first student in mathematics regional mock Dar es Salaam. I got 100%. And when I was in Tabora, in my Form 6 mock, I was among the best students in chemistry. I was number 3. Yeah.
I know we have set a GoFundMe, but this is set by the third party person, and this is actually going to be closed on the 10th of November, 2021. But just in case people would like to support you, how can they reach you? I think it's easier if people will reach you straight forward, or then by contacting you first through your emails or something like that. So what are your contacts, and how can the people reach you if they want to give you a hand?
If anyone would like to support me, they can reach me through my emails, through my phone number, my WhatsApp phone number. But I also have bank accounts, and if they don't feel comfortable through those means, they can use even the school account, the university account. They can pay the fees directly through there.
Yes, I want you to still say something to your parents. It doesn't have to be something negative, because you never know why the situation is like how it is today. Of course, parents have to work hard to manage their kids. But as a child, what would you like to tell your parents today? Because I think they will see this interview.
Yeah, I believe and I know someday or someone will send this video, or they'll see for themselves. I know it's going to be hard for them, but I thank them for what they have done and what they have not done. But I couldn't just sit and see myself failing or not reaching my dreams just because of small issues. I work very hard, I struggle very hard, so I can't let anybody or anything make me go back. So this is why I'm doing this, so that I can move forward and have a bright future.
Wow. Yes, I think it's important to thank them anyway. Of course, now you're fighting to get a scholarship to study. This is your dream, and I am very sure this dream is going to come true. But you know, there are many parents who are throwing their kids or killing their kids just because they didn't want to keep them alive. But your parents have chosen to keep you alive, and of course now they cannot support you. So there might be something hidden. So we are not here to frame the parents. We thank them for what they have done, and this is now your time to also shine. And I believe one day your parents will also come back and appreciate you, for no matter how they have been, and never throw away your parents. Finally, I would also want you to give a word to anybody living your situation, or at the moment. There are many children around the world who maybe have parents, and the parents cannot have forgotten them, so to say, because the parents maybe have forgotten you. I wouldn't say that they don't want to support you, but they've just forgotten you. They don't think that you're any more important. But if you want to speak something to a person who is in your situation around the world, what would you tell them based on your experience?
I should like to tell them first, they should know that life is all about themselves. They shouldn't keep on, they shouldn't go back or fail because of some things or some reason. They should always keep on fighting back, and they shouldn't be fearful or not feel good about asking help from others, because this is what the world is. We have a community, so if you have a problem you can express it and some people may help you. Also, they should not give up, because we pass through different challenges, but they should take the challenges as a place to learn and gain experiences that will help them in the future. Yeah.
It's a journey. You went, or you have gone through a journey of personal management in a very young age. What would you like to tell the people who are watching all together in this interview or discussion that we have now? If you want to tell them something, what would you like to tell them?
I would like, I have just few words to say, because helping comes from someone's heart. So if you help me today, you never know how many people I'm going to help in the future, and what impact I'll have in the society. Because I believe I'm a good leader. I believe I'm the best, and I can do more than this. I've been through different charities. I started a charity at my school at Tabora Girls, which is continuing until today, helping the students who are facing economic problems as I was, or more than I was. So I first thank them, because I believe even wishing to help, it's something good. So I thank them, and I urge them to help me, because I'm going to be a great person in the future.
Wow. We keep on going, and we see what is possible ahead of us all the time. Jacqueline, I thank you very much. We have shared the details of your university payment, your contacts, your phone numbers. I think for the people who are able to use mobile Pesa or World Remit, they can easily use the so-called Tigo Pesa that you have given through the World Remit as well. For the people from East Africa, they know about this system very well. For the people from anyone watching from Tanzania and any part of the world where you are, and you feel like you need to give 10 euros as contribution for this girl's education, please feel responsible. If you are an educational institution around the world and you think you can offer an internship, she has a 1-year internship at the end of her studies. So if you think you can offer an internship in pharmacy for a child or a student like this who is really studying hard and really performing well, please be in contact. And you never know, maybe we have a pharmacist, successful pharmacist in 5 years that we don't know at the moment. So we really hope for the best, and nothing but the best for you, Jacqueline, so that the community and the people who are watching this interview can also be touched and, of course, support you. I think your goal is to get $800 this year, and of course $400 before the end of November. You've got 1 more month to pay the bill of the tuition fee. Otherwise, you are not able to continue with your studies. And of course, another $400 after January, so that you have the first year covered. And then, of course, next year, August, you have another $800, and of course, for the coming other 3 years. I'm really positive and hopeful that the world will see your discussion and will be touched, and will feel like they would like to support you in one way or another. And for me, myself, I will definitely support you to the best as I can, and I'll air your story as we go on. I think I would like to follow how you are performing, how are you doing with the university until when you graduate, so that people can really see. And of course, I know that you have an organization. You started when you were in your high school, for the people who are living in your situation in Tanzania, I would be very happy to hear more about this organization and possibly see if there can be anyone who can support this type of initiatives. Here in Inspire Network, we expect that we can have more subscribers because our aim is also to give inspirational stories, uplifting stories, but also in situations like this, when we have much more people subscribed, it's very easy for people to also support the inspiring individuals who come and share their stories here. You are today from Tanzania, who wrote to us because you knew me from Tanzania, but we might have people like you in Nigeria, people like you in Russia, people like you everywhere around the world. There are many stories about the children when parents aren't very responsible or much responsible about their education or their life at all. So we would like to cover all those here. We would like to see the community coming up together and see that we can change at least this one person's life, because you never know. Maybe this person is the future decision maker somewhere who can make things happen in a very wonderful way. But I wish you all the best for now, and thank you very much for watching, and also for you, Jacqueline, for coming to our channel. And thank you. Bye-bye.